Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, welcome back. It's still the Morning Crossfire Radio 99.3 Nigeria Info. We have people speaking left, right, and center, for and against. Different dramatist personnel as far as the Natasha Akpoti-Adohan saga is concerned. She attempted to resume her duties at the National Assembly yesterday. Her car was vehicle entourage was prevented from accessing the National Assembly, and she had to get down on foot till she got to the gates, only for her to be prevented by heavily armed security operatives, DSS or SSS police, NSCDC, and the sergeant at arms right there at the National Assembly. She insists that she has a right to be there, but the Senate is saying that she does not have a right to be there. Natasha Akpoti-Adohan says she's armed with a court ruling that allows her to resume, and the senators are saying no. The Senate is saying no. Senate President is saying no. He says He says You cannot come here. That is not what the court said. Now, are we being factual about the matter? I've listened to a lot of contributions from right when we started the program till now. Are we being if we were to tell the truth, look at the issues, put them on the table, who is right in this matter and who is wrong? Some people called earlier and said, your listeners should not be emotional or sentimental. Is it true? Is it true? No. What are the issues? What are the matters at play? Right here. Of course, we know that Natasha Akpoti-Adohan has gone to court herself to enforce her rights following her suspension, 6-month suspension by the Nigerian Senate. There was a court ruling by the hand of my Lord, the Honorable Justice Binta Nyako. That is the bone of contention as we speak. That is the bone of contention. Did my Lord, the Honorable Justice Binta Nyako, say that the Senate should allow Natasha resume? That suspension is illegal, null, and void, and therefore of no effect? That suspension, 6 months placed on her, is illegal, null and void, and therefore of no effect? Did she issue an injunction or some sort of order stopping the Senate President, stopping the Nigerian Senate, stopping the National Assembly, the police, the clerk, whoever, from further interfering with Natasha's responsibilities and duties as a senator, from further preventing her resuming in the Red Chamber? Because these are the things, this is a language you hear from the judges. All right? They can issue injunctions. They can declare certain moves null and void. They can, this is a language we're used to. They even bring people who are not joined in the matter. They're saying this person, that person cannot prevent. So, what are the issues up there? Now, of course, the Senate, through its spokesperson, has said that this woman, the senator for Kogi Central, went to court. She went on appeal for the judgment she's trying to enforce. And you can't try to enforce appeal judgment and then want to enforce the judgment you're appealing. It's what they're saying. Another question to be asked is, what is Natasha appealing? Is she appealing the entire ruling? Is she appealing some aspects of it? Is it possible to pick which one you want to enforce and which one you want to appeal? The spokesperson, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, has said that Natasha Akpoti-Addo, Senator, distinguished her that is engaging in content creation and skit making. People, these are the issues. I've seen a flurry of contributions. We'll take more as we proceed. Numbers to call 0201 277 0993, 0201 277 0993, and of course we have 0201 465 7190. I mean, I see, we can't gag anyone. If you are for Natasha's, Natasha, you believe that where she is, where she stands, that is the position of the law, please feel free to call. If you again feel that the Senate actually has the backing of the law and what they're doing, feel free. I want different views. If you feel it's the media's fault, feel free. Okay? 0201 277 0993. And then we have a female line for female listeners. That is, 9 is not female, it's just a 9. But 0201 465 7190. 0201 465 7190. And of course, a WhatsApp number for your WhatsApp calls or messages. WhatsApp calls or messages or voice notes. 08095 975805. Take it again, 08095 975805. There's so many aspects to this. We'll take them one by one, okay, as we go on. I have more questions for you. So many questions to ask that you might want to answer. We'll start with the female line. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, who do we have, please?
Yeah, morning. This is DC calling from Surulere.
BC, are you a first-time caller? No.
Okay, I am. I think I am. Yes.
Okay,
I
all
call
right.
other programs, but I'm a first-time caller here.
Okay, please.
Okay, so my comments really to Nigerians are, I'm no lawyer, and I think that let's not even get legalistic about it. From my own point of view, my question to everyone is that these two characters, I'm a woman, and so I won't choose my words carefully, I will just speak. Do we think that the characters that are playing out, both our Senate President, our so-called Senate President, I have to say that, and also our lady Senator, don't we all just think that these two people do not deserve to be those who are representing us? Look, there was a flurry of, social media stuff about this guy, this American guy who was having an affair with his HR whatever lady, and then they were spotted on camera at a concert. And what has happened within 48 hours or so? Statements have been made, by both of them.
Yeah.
The man has stepped down. The woman has, they say she's on leave or whatever it is. Where is that sense of decency in Nigeria? Where?
Okay.
It's
all
gone.
Right. All
Gone
right.
to the wind.
All right. Thank you.
So let's forget all the legal stuff and all that. Let's talk about the characters, the morals, the values of the people who are supposed to be leading us. Do they themselves have no shame? Both of them. Shame on both of them. They should do the right thing and pave the way for people who want to seriously look at the matters at hand that will move Nigeria forward, not this nonsense that's going on.
Thank you very much. All right. BC says shame on both of them. Shame on Akpabio, shame on Natasha Akpoti-Addo. Do you agree? We have someone here. What's this call? Okay, I don't know why the person left. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Bartels. This is Pastor Duko.
Right.
Kofi, it is so terrible that we find ourselves in the hands of men now who uses semantics and English to interpret court judgments just because they want to start choosing the one they want to obey or not. You see, one thing I discovered in Nigeria, right, that is going on presently now, is that once a judgment is given, they just want they want the judge to read it in a simple, in fact, let me use the word vernacular. They want the judge to
Are you
answer you
serious?
because, yes,
Okay.
some of them will tell you the judgment says maintain status quo. They will begin. I think I will suggest to judges, please, if they can write it in vernacular or write it in a local language, so that the people can understand the interpretation. What is all this nonsense that is happening? Can you imagine? Natasha is a voice that we may not value now, because some people have turned Nigerian Senate and politics as if it's their personal
All right.
thing.
Thank you very much,
May God
Pastor
save
Ladipo.
Nigeria.
Appreciate your time. Thank you for your time. Okay, we'll take more calls. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, Kofi. Good morning. Oh, this market woman.
Welcome.
Thank you. You see this matter? For me, I support the first woman that speak on this matter.
BC, I think it's the name.
Yes,
Okay.
I support it too. Because when this matter come out the first day, I said, bring your evidence. See, if you want to follow this kind of people, do something. Make sure you have concrete evidence. That is what I say. People want to swallow my enemy, not me. Look at the way they are playing drama everywhere, and we have many things to face in this country. They are playing drama. How will she walk for that long distance? Doing what? It's not fair now. They are just acting drama, distracting us. Let them do the right thing. If you have proof, go and prove it in court. The sexual harassment, go and prove it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time. All right. 99.3. So is Market Woman saying that Natasha is these are diversionary tactics or what? I don't know what you think about what she said. And we've had a view that I've not heard anyone else share before now, which is from BC, who says that shame on Natasha and Akpabio. That's something I've not heard all day since we started the program. 99.3, good morning. Hi.
Sheriff, good morning.
Yeah, welcome. Kofi Bartels.
Sunday here calling from Bariga.
Oh, Sunday in Bariga, welcome.
Nigerians shouldn't forget the fact that people who are in power today are this kind of set of people that says, do you know who I am? Honorable Minister, off the mic. It is all about power tussle. How do you get there? And how did I get there? Are we not equal? That one is apart. That of America, over Nigerians, I like what they did. Because all the money that these people embezzle abroad, why can't they fix their own country to be okay? I could remember last time when Aisha Buhari went to the clinic in this thing, the hospital in Abuja, and she said there is nothing like this thing, Panadol. But what is happening today? These people still believe that they could not fix their own country. Poor people are dying in numbers each day, in and out. People are suffering, and they sit down in the office fighting each other. Shame to all those set of people. Could not prove that education can change them. Education can never change a man. Whoever that is born to be foolish, no matter the qualification, no matter the level of education, they will still prove that this thing
Thank you.
senseless in them.
Thank you.
That is why what we say today.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. I have Kenny. Where's Kenny listening from? Somewhere in Lagos. All right. Kenny, where are you listening from today? Good morning.
Good morning, Kofi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
All right. Kofi, I just want to say this.
Where are you listening from, Kenny, please?
I'm calling from Shomolu.
Shomolu. All right. Please go on.
Yeah. So I want to say this about the Natasha and Akpabio saga. I'm bringing it from a different angle. You know, what is playing out is indicative of what obtains in the legal system. It begs the question, who then is supposed to be, the repositor of justice in this country? If two lawyers are neck at neck to each other, and they cannot translate a simple court judgment, then what scores did they get in jurisprudence? They should remember that the whole world is watching them and that this is not a good optics for us. I think they should get their act together. And then the Nigerian Bar Association, I'm begging you, this kind of behavior traverses through the entire legal system.
All right.
Pull out those that are offenders. Give them adequate punishment as a deterrent so that your profession will continue to be noble.
Are you talking about the lawyers or the judges?
I'm talking about I'm talking about the Nigerian Bar Association.
Okay. Right.
I'm saying that they need to, bring people that are tainting the noble profession to book, so that we will have more confidence in the legal system and the judgments as well.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kofi. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you calling. So let's look at that the CTC, just some aspects of it, because of course that is very important. I always thought it wise too, and a lot of people have to say here from everyone. But so who is this suit against? The suit is against the clerk of the National Assembly, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. You have Chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges, so that's public petitions. So it's all about a suspension, and of course, judgment was delivered on Friday, July 4. So this is what I have. It is hereby ordered as follows: that all previous orders and all pending applications before this court became ceased. Are hereby set aside except the originating summons, preliminary objections, and motion for interlocutory injunction, which will be taken together. That having found that the plaintiff acted in breach of this court's subsisting order, that's Senator Puti Dwaha now, the plaintiff must take responsibility for action and remedy same. Thus, an order is hereby made for the plaintiff to pay a fine in the sum of 5 million naira to the federal government treasury, and to publish a public apology to the court in 2 national dailies and on her Facebook page within 7 days of today. That's July 4, to purge herself of the contempt. So it's not a bail, like someone said. It is a fine for contempt of court. All right, based on what she published, what she said regarding the case. Now, number 3, that the preliminary objection succeeds in part in that some aspects of the cause of actions may be inchoate, but in enforcement of fundamental rights, an act can lie where the infringement is in anticipation, or the infringement in anticipation has been or is likely to be breached. My Lord, Justice, this is your writing, eh? It says that the application for interlocutory injunction filed, which reliefs are similar to those in the originating summon, are hereby subsumed into the originating summon and shall be determined together. That reliefs 1, 2, and 3 calls for the interpretation of Order 9, 10, 11 of the Senate Rules that touches on the privileges inuring to a senator. That a senator can only raise issues privilege upon complying with the provision of Chapter 3, Order 6 of the Senate Rules. This obviously is about what they stood on, to suspend her. All right, I'll read everything. Don't worry, I'll read everything, and when we come back from the break, it's a lot, but at least we've covered half of it, or let me say 1/3. No be small. That's why I didn't read law. There are too many things to say, too much to read, eh? No.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP. Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with a new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
There is something about good news. You can't keep it to yourself.
Guys, it has finally happened.
There is something about joy. You can't keep it to yourself. And there is something about the rich taste of Lipton. You can't keep it to yourself.
When you get something you enjoy, you share. Lipton Yellow Label. Tea so good, you want to share.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NanKid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NanKid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, What's Up Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy show on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3 hash. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free anytime you like. Just dial *724 hash on your mobile phone and follow the prompt.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue.
Dial *724 hash now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
A good education isn't just about what you know, but who you become. At Now University of Nigeria, Abuja, we offer over 100 undergraduate and postgraduate programs designed to shape you into a changemaker the world needs. Apply now at nowuniversity.edu.ng or 0209-623-2188. Now University of Nigeria, beyond degrees.
Hi, this is Nene from the boat safety team. You can't see us, but we're right here with you on every boat ride. To your left is the ride insurance team. We insure your ride as soon as your trip starts. To your right is the record audio team. We keep a record of your trip for 24 hours in case you need it later. And behind you, the customer support team ready to chat 24/7. We're the boat safety team by your side on every ride.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm.
Oh, welcome, sir. Sir, we are set to begin the foundation.
Everything set?
Everything, sir. We have the estimates for the granite, the sand, the iron rods, the concrete blocks, the cement, the...
Wait, engineer. What cement are you planning to use?
Oh, the normal cement, sir.
The normal cement?
Yes, sir.
You know the area is waterlogged and you say normal cement? Have you not heard of Water Shield? The new waterproof cement by Lafarge, designed to protect buildings from water damage and water damage to your property. If you're building in a waterlogged area, then your best bet is the new Water Shield cement by Lafarge. Water Shield is the waterproof, high-strength cement expertly formulated for all interior and external use in waterlogged areas.
New Lafarge Water Shield Cement now confirm.
End water damage to your property.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Creamer.
Where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Creamer.
If not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth. 99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. 99.3
99.3
Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, welcome back. Still talking Natasha Potibaha and the Nigerian Senate. Yesterday, the drama was non-stop. It reminded me of when the senators, or let me say National Assembly members, had to jump gates. Remember when they had to jump the gates to get into the chamber to work? Who was president then? Can you remind me? Can you remember what happened? I'm trying to remember what happened that, meant they could not go to work. The National Assembly chambers were locked. The compound was locked, and members of the National Assembly had to climb the gates just to access the place. Remember what happened? Remind me what happened? Who locked the place? If you can remember, remind me. I'll be very happy. Okay, but we're reading part of the judgment order basically, and just going through it so that we all can. We can understand what's going on and be on the same page. Okay, so where did I stop? Let's see. I think I read the part where Melodium Justice Binta Nyako said they should she should apologize for contempt of court and also pay a 5 million naira fine. All this is about when this thing is before the court has been discussing. You go and start making statements in the media and social media, So that's order number 2. First of all, let's start from order number 1. That all previous orders and all pending applications before this court became seized of the matter. Before this court became seized of the matter, I hereby set aside, except the originating summons, preliminary objections, and motion for interlocutory injunction, which will be taken together. That's what I called the Barrister Obani essay, and his line was switched up. What is became seized of the matter? Lawyers, help me out. 2. That having found that the plaintiff acted in breach of this court's subsisting order, the plaintiff must take responsibility for her action and remedy same. Thus, an order is hereby made for the plaintiff to pay a fine in the sum of 5 million naira to the federal government treasury, and to publish a public apology to the court in 2 national dailies and on her Facebook page within 7 days of today to purge herself of the contempt. 3. that the preliminary objection succeeds in part in that some aspects of the cause of actions may be inchoate, but in enforcement of fundamental rights, an act can lie where the infringement is in anticipation, has been, or is likely to be breached. I don't know what this is about. I don't understand it. Don't call to ask me. I'm just reading it. Make of it what you want. Let's take it again. The preliminary objection succeeds in part in that some aspects of the cause of actions may be inchoate, but in enforcement of fundamental rights, an act can lie where the infringement is in anticipation, has been, or is likely to be breached. Don't know what exactly that means. I've seen easier judgments, like judgments are easier to understand. This one, only my Lord knows what she's talking about, and the lawyers, of course. Number 4, that the application for interlocutory, because we need to, those of you who have not seen it read it need to know, what did the judge say about her resumption. Number 4, that the application for interlocutory injunction filed, which reliefs are similar to those in the originating summons, are hereby subsumed into the originating summons and shall be determined together. That's good. 5, that reliefs 1, 2, and 3 calls for the interpretations of Order 9, 10, 11 of the Senate Rules that touches on the privileges inhering to a senator. 6, that a senator can only raise issues of privilege upon complying with the provisions of Chapter 3, Order 6 of the Senate Rules. That a senator can only raise issues of privilege upon complying with the provisions of Chapter 3, Order 6 of the Senate Rules. 7, that I also find that the Senate Rules is superior to the Legislative House Powers and Privileges Act by virtue of Section 20 thereof. 8 is Order 8. That Order 6 of the Senate Rules gives the power to allocate and reallocate seats to senators to the Senate President without condition. 9, that relieves 4 and 5 bordering on the actions or non-actions of the second and third respondents. That should be the President of the Senate, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the President of the Senate, So let's go back to that. So people will call and speak with knowledge. Says that relieves 4 and 5 bordering on the actions of or non-actions of the second and third respondents. I find that for as long as the Senate or Senator, plaintiff, that's I put it down, is not speaking from the seat allocated to her, the second and third respondents cannot and should not make or take any steps in the plaintiff's matter, as the plaintiff has not complied with the Senate rules which govern her as well. Oh, Coco. Says, as long as Natasha is not speaking from the seat allocated to her, the Senate and the Senate President cannot and should not take any steps in the plaintiff's matter, as the plaintiff has not complied with the Senate rules which govern her as well. So she has to go and sit on that chair. They say she should sit on first before complaining. Yeah. Number 10, it says, this Order 10, that to suspend a member for a period of 6 months equals to a suspension for 180 days. And this is the same number of days a member is expected to sit in the House representing his people. That I find this excessive and overreaching. That I find this excessive and overreaching, noting that it will prevent a member from complying with Section 63 of the 1999 Constitution. So that's what she says. It's overreaching, it's excessive. That I am of the opinion that the Senate has the power to review the provisions of the Senate rules and can even amend Section 14, subsection 2 of the Legislative Houses Powers and Privileges Act, both for being excessive and overreaching. That the Senate has the power to, and I believe should recall and allow her, the plaintiff, and allow her to resume representing the people who sent her there to represent them. Now, you can make of it what you want. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't go to law school. Maybe you did. But on a serious note, I think that Binta Nyako has done the best that she can. I think that Binta Nyako has done the best that she can. Okay? Because the legislature and legislative houses and activities are really hollowed. All right? And there's something called separation of powers. You have the legislature, you have the judiciary, you have the executive. Yes, sometimes we see what we can't understand. But what Binta Nyako is doing is to say the Senate has its parts, right? I cannot go and interfere or change the rules. But this is what I think. That it's not fair for you to suspend a senator for the entire duration of her sitting or his sitting, thereby depriving the people from that constituency of their representation. You have the power to do what you've done, but you've overdone it. Right? And of course, what she said is, from what I can see is you've come to complain to the court, but you've also refused to abide by the rules. And the powers that empower, or the rules that empower you, there are also rules that empower the Senate President to act, which supersedes what you're relying on. All right. So, I think it was best to allow everyone to talk to their views, and then in the last home run or the final segment or the home run of this program, give you a chance to hear, if you've not read the CTC, hear it and then comment on it. So the question here is, having listened to all of this, is there any part of this judgment which is a bit unusual? From my layman's knowledge, is there any part of this judgment to you that empowers Natasha Akpoti-Addo to did what she did yesterday? All right, let's take some calls and we're done. 99.3, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kofi.
Welcome.
Yes, Emmanuel calling from Ikorodu.
All right, I want you to answer my question.
Hello, what did you say?
All right, I said, having listened to all the judge said, is there anything in what she said that gives Natasha the power to do what she did yesterday?
Kofi, I've been listening to you since 5 a.m. Now, what you have read now, you have not read it since that time. Mm-hmm. That's why all these people who are calling, they don't know what they are talking.
Okay, so now you've called. Now you've called.
The Senate rules.
Mm-hmm.
The Senate rules must apply, and she knows that. But she wants everybody to pity her. You need that Nigerians to go. Imagine she's going there with a convoy. A convoy. What do you call a convoy? And Nigerians who are hungry, they are just calling, making guests of everybody. She went there with a convoy. How many cars make a convoy? And the Senate rules, she has not told the people what the Senate rules.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I see a message here from Stephen Ogba who says, on Natasha and the Senate brouhaha, there's nothing as shaming Natasha or Akpabio as dramatist personnel. Whatever, it's a shame of a nation and its population that doesn't even know what it means to fight for their rights. And that implies it's a demonstration of a failed state, total apocalypse. This Nigeria must totally be sincerely restructured for any desired change to happen because there was a country. Take it or leave it. Thank you. All right. Stephen Ogba says, it was during, to my question, his answer, it was during the Goodluck Jonathan administration, the National Assembly members were locked out and they had to scale the fence to resume their duty. All right. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot that was during Jonathan's time. All right. Yeah. You're right. Sorry about that. Line isn't too clear. It's not even clear at all. 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
This is Odede from Ikeja.
Okay.
Well, having listened to all that you have read, I think the judge has not done justice to this case, because to me, why you run to the court is for something, for a declaration, unambiguous. In this case, there's so much ambiguity. The court is supposed to, the plaintiff is trying to get a relief from the court. And you are there saying, in my opinion, I suggest, it should have been a declaration. Is that okay? From what I can see of the Senate rules and the Constitution, the Senate has done the right thing. So the suspension succeeds, or the Senate has not done the right thing, and the lady should be recalled. But when you not give room for suggestion, for all doubts and all this, I think it's unfair.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you calling in. All right, message here sent in by Ralph says it is clear that this suspension is personal and not professional. All right, Ralph, I think the bone of contention is, did the judge or did the court order, does it mean that she can resume her duty? I think that's the bone of contention. Whether it's personal or not, of course, is there anything that isn't personal? All right.
Kofi, my name is Shegun Oluyemo. Let me answer your question straight. There is nothing inside the judgment that empowered Natasha to carry out the melodrama and shameful thing she did yesterday. It is just an explanation of appeal to sentiment and emotional feelings that she has been doing. The issue, she had twisted it, and those who are supporting her too fail to realize the fact that the genesis of this problem is from the fact that she disobeyed the house rule and wanted to go away with it. The judgment stated a lot of things that she needed to do within 7 days. Has she complied? No. But now went on the journey of sentimental and emotional appeal again.
All right.
So that she can draw empathy.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Let's take some more calls. A message here from Simawa, or Barry in Simawa says, point of correction, Kofi, there's no longer separation of powers in Nigeria. What we have now is the opposite. Also, judiciary is completely dead in this country. Well, you say there's no longer separation, but that's what you feel, Abi. The constitution has been repealed, has been replaced, or has been ended. Yeah? Well, when it comes to your turn, that's when you know whether there's separation of powers or you can't say because people are not doing the right thing, therefore the law is not there. When it comes to that point, when you go to court, the court will also use it. So you have to stick to it at all times. 99.3, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name is Ubong.
Okay.
My contribution to this issue is this. We do sometimes forget about the root cause of the issue and started pursuing shadow. We know how the issue emanated. It was gross disobedience of the Senate standing order. So why are you looking for public sympathy in this issue? You should just submit to what the Senate has ordered, and then maybe it should be admitted back to the Senate. All this, drama is serious form of distraction. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you calling in. Okay. We have Tommy here who says there was a separate case that has the National Assembly that has said the National Assembly cannot suspend the mayor for more than 14 days. Justice Binta only told the Senate to review its rules and adhere to that law. Tola from Ikodo. Yeah. So the question I asked and I'm asking, is there anything in Binta Yanko's order that empowered Natasha Apotedoana to resume yesterday? Whether there was a ruling last year or yesterday, that's what I'm. Because it's the court order we are talking about here that she says she has with her. on her side. Is that all we're saying? Yeah. So, Tommy, I totally appreciate what you said, but I think what can solve this matter is what did Binta Nyako order? No, be so. Not only here, Iron Dolphin Estate, long time. So since Senator Akpoti-Addo refused to obey the National Assembly's rules and regulations, I think the Kogi State people should replace her immediately, else Kogi State will suffer for development. Okay. All right. Another one says it was not during Goodluck Jonathan's time. It was during the late former President Buhari. He handed over to his vice. The DSS did it under Daura. That was what made Oshibajo remove him before Buhari came back. Sidmos in Abuleba. That's when they were trying to push the gate and break it to enter, and they had to climb. It was under Buhari. Okay. All right. Do you guys agree with him? Next one here reads, I think Senator Akpoti-Addo should have recorded the alleged sexual harassment as evidence. Danko, texting from Ibeshe, Ogun State. Thank you very much. You know, it's good to hear all the sides. You know, Mohammed Aminu Nkoyi says the incident where the National Assembly members jumped the gate was when former Speaker Aminu Tambuwal decamped to APC towards the build-up to 2015 elections and was prevented in one of the sittings by the former IGP during GEJ's time, Abba Abubakar, who claimed he didn't recognize the convoy of the Speaker. Choi, these guys have always taken us for a ride. All right. You know, I think we have a sense of amnesia in this country. We'll forget. All right. 99.3, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, quickly, please. Your name.
My name is Ade. I'm calling from Sulere.
All right.
I'm surprised about with Nigerians. I just want to notice now is that anybody from their names or from their diction, from their intonation, you know, from Akwa Ibom or Cross River.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Hello,
can
sir.
you hear me?
I'm sorry. I gotta have to. Let's not go down that road, please. All right. Edwin Asuko says, I don't understand why anybody will blame Natasha for this. Is it a crime to speak up or to be a woman? People seem to leave the real issue, the genesis of the matter, but scratch the surface. Why should anyone be victimized for not giving in? So you know, it's not about how you feel. The law is the law. Cases are taken on their merit, on the substantive matters there. You can't mix everything together. This is about a suspension, and it's about the legality of the suspension and whether she can resume. The other matters will be taken on their own merit. And so we need to understand how these things work. All right? Whether you're a man or a woman, everybody is equal before the law. Whether you're a man or a woman, everybody is equal in the Senate. All the rules apply to everybody. Okay, so we need to understand these things and look at the context, the letter of the law, and of course the judgment, and to see, you know, what it says. Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. All right, and it's sometimes hard for the judiciary to interfere directly in matters of the legislature, where there are rules in the legislature that already what do they call it, attend to those matters. And of course, except those involved flouted their own rules. But she said the rules were not flouted by the Senate. He has the power to change his seat. They have the power to suspend her. But she thinks that the suspension was too much. And they should have a rethink. Now, she can't reduce the suspension. That would be judicial overreach. That would be judicial overreach. For what do they call it again? Milord Yomo Justice Binta Nyako to reduce the suspension. She can't. She can't. What she can do is say, you think about reducing it. I think you should reduce it. They have their power. They have their power. You understand what I'm saying? So she's done the best she can. That's the judge. And then, of course, you've listened, you've read the order, you've heard me read it out. You now know what it says. Eh? All right, go for a break. When we come back, we'll run the draw for our one play winner. If you've not played, you still have some time, so please run to the website www.oneplay.ng and quickly play or dial star 347 star 880 star 3 hash. You might just win 25,000 naira. We'll be right back.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as